What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we have a Scarface edition. I was actually moving some card boxes and I got a paper cut right here. And just so you know, there's another car in here today that I'm gonna fix, but it's gonna be on the next video. So there's two Scarface editions coming up. And what we have on this one, this back quarter panel got hit, swiped by something. It actually destroyed the cover. We're gonna replace that, but first things first, let's fix the dent. This is the damage that it caused. You can see all this here is pushed in, and there is a nasty crown going on right here. The damage goes all the way down, scratches go all the way down. But the majority of the damage is right up here. Let's analyze and talk about the damage. Like with every dent, I want to know what happened, or even if I don't know what happened, I want to imagine what happened just so I can work the opposite and reverse the damage. Now here we see these scratches all the way down, and we see a crown here. So I assume that whatever it was, something came this way, hit it, and what did this, it pushed the metal here and up here. This is the crown. The crown is pushed metal. So what we want to do is we want to reverse this metal. As you can see, this crown going all the way here, right? So we do have access here. Everything is open. We can enter and push. But what I want to do is I want to start with getting this out just a little bit, and I'm going to put in some tabs here to glue it. But first I'm going to polish up, remove those scratches as much as I can so I can actually see what's going on, and by knocking this down we can get it back. We need to push it back here. We need to knock it down. We need the crown pushed here. In order to do that, to flow freely, we want this part right here where the scratches are. This part, you see how the light breaks here? Like this part, we need to get up a bit so the metal can flow easier. Because right now it was pushed in here and mangled. We need to unmangle it, make it flat again. So I'm gonna start with some glue pulling right here. I'm first just gonna buff a little bit. Wrong direction. What buffing did here, it removed the scratches so I can now see better what's going on. Plus, it removed all the dirt, anything that was here in the paint, so the glue tab can stick stronger. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose the glue tab, something like this. I don't need, it's a crease tab, but I don't need it to be very like a dead center crease tab, because I'm not pulling a center here. Basically, I just want all this low area that is wide, quite wide, I want it higher. So that way there is not much more pressure on the crown, that this crown is gonna be knocked down afterwards we get this up. I'm thinking 2 tabs, one here, one here. First one is good. It moved the metal up a bit. Let's see. It did. It moved the metal up. Plus it made another low in between. So we will have to adjust, fix that as well. I'm gonna go with this one right here, almost following the body line that was damaged a bit. What I'm looking for now is just getting, not going from a low to a high crown. I want that difference between the top of the crown and the lowest point of the dent. I want it to be as minimal as I can get it, so the metal can flow as much as possible. The second pull pulled here, and this one made a nice pull. The first pull made it a bit too high here, and you can see in between is still this left. So I'm gonna knock this down a bit to spread it out, and I'm gonna make another pull, this one sharper now here, and then I can blend this body line. So what I was talking before about, this is the lowest part of the dent and this is the highest part. Now we want this difference between those two as minimal as we can get it, and we got it here with this pull. Is good. You can still see the crown, but this crown is gonna float. The metal is gonna float down there pretty easy, because there's not much difference between lowest and the highest spot. On there, on top here, we still have that going on. Now I'm gonna use more that center crease step, because I want that low part really out. This is much better now. You can see that the difference between here and here is not as high anymore. Now this crown is gonna flow out very nicely. I'm gonna start fixing the crown. You can see how the crown is going down without fighting too hard, because we made it possible with that glue pulse. While knocking down these crowns, you still want to go very carefully. You don't want to make a strong hit, because right here, this metal is very strong and tight, and a hard hit can make damage in the paint that it's going to be harder to recover from. As the crown is almost out, we need to move the light backwards to see better. What I like about working damage in this area is you can open the doors and you can sit inside the car and you can get a nice view. Let me show you. I can sit in here. I can get my eyes almost behind the panel. Actually, I can get them, but looking from here, you can have a really great view to make the panel flat. And by moving the light backwards, we can now see better what's still high and what's low. Look at the position of the camera. When we can get all the way here with our eyes, we can really see what's going on, what's high and what's low. What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna get all the highs that I see, I'm gonna knock them down, make the metal flow in all the low areas, and after that I'm gonna see what else needs to be either pulled or pushed. Considering this is wide open, maybe I will push it. I turned it around, knocking down my hammer so I can get this more precise hit. Now that the area that I'm knocking down is wider, I turn it around for a wider hit. Let's check where we got with just blending. See, we have a crease left, a low spot left, but this is moving fast and clean. Since this crease you see here, not that sharp, you can probably glue pull it, but I'm gonna try to put a tool from underneath and just push it out because I believe it's gonna be faster that way. The crease that is left right here is pretty minor compared to the damage we had before. And as you saw, we only did 2 or 3 glue pulls and blending down, and the panel is almost fixed. It's almost in the perfect situation. Now what I'm going to use is this double bend tool that is going to allow me to reach the dent underneath and just push out whatever is left. Doing softer, nicer pushes, not rushing anything, just going from the top slowly towards the bottom of the crease. It's easy now to push because we got it to a nice soft dent. It's nothing sharp, nothing deep. It's all very easy to push. The only thing that is left to do is basically the cleanup process now, which is just taking care of highs and lows, and it's not that difficult. Let's check where we got to in a very reasonable amount of time. This is something anyone, I'm sure, can clean up. Now this part right here, I don't think I can reach it with the tool, so I'm gonna have to glue pull it, but the rest of it is just straightening out and blending. Now be careful, we do need to cross check. Looking it from here, you see other things going on. That's the dent I show you that I need to glue pull. I'm just gonna work on this now from different position with different tools, knocking down, probably glue pulling, because I pushed what I could push and get this thing done. So this is how this turned out. No sanding on or polishing, nothing. With as minimum effort as possible. Now what I need to do is take a buffer and get all these scratches out that were from the impact and put the plastic back on. And this thing is gonna look great again. As this repair is finished, all I need to do is buff the scratches out that were from the impact and put back on the trim and then show you the after. But before I say goodbye, I want to say, as always, thank you for watching. Press the like and the subscribe button down below, as this helps me with the YouTube algorithm. It helps more people find my content. And I will see you on the next one.